people, welcome back to Normski TV and the What's Going On podcast. Listen, if you are new, there's a thumbs that you need to hit, the like, and subscribe and share. Do what you need to do. I really appreciate those that have subscribed in the last couple of days. Really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning into the show. And listen, we have got an awful lot to talk about. So much things have been going off in the last hour or so. I'm hearing that we're putting in a bid for Ollie Watkins. Seeing it and doing it and believing it is one thing. Yeah, but Arteta and this club, they do know, when it comes to PR, they do know how to work this, yeah? We're going in for Ollie Watkins at this late stage, 29 days into the transfer window, and now you're deciding to put in a bid for Ollie Watkins. What is going on, people? What is going on, people? Big up to you, Junior, what you saying, brother. But listen, please, as I said, hit that like button, subscribe and share if you're new. I say on the road to 500. After 500, we're going to 1K. Big up to you. Listen, I'm going to stop talking because I've got special guests in the back room. So first of all, I'm going to add Mr. Big D and Mr. JP.
Peace out. Yeah.
Yeah, man. What you saying?
Yes, AFC, what you saying? Big up to you, brother. Always there. Yeah.
Man like Craig.
Man like Craig. All right there, man. Hey, I got
man.
Michelle. Got Michelle checking in. Big up to you. And Junior.
Yes, Michelle. Yes, Junior. Build yourself, man.
Eye to the peeps. But look, listen, people. We've got an awful lot to talk about. But before we get into business, let's go around the table and let's see how everybody's doing. So first of all, let's go to Big D. What you saying, brother?
All good, matey. All good.
Yep.
Crappy weather is winding me up a little bit now, though. You know what I mean? But sector getting wet. You know, the ones just have some mad rain up here, just like the storm's been mad at night, you know what I mean? So you up on the front door and you're just like, nah, bro, what are you doing? You know the ones, but apart from that, I'm all right, mate. I was in my zone yesterday.
There were sunnier things coming along the way, so don't worry about the rain and all that. There's sunnier things happening. Sunnier climbs up in Old Trafford, yeah? We'll come on to that in a minute.
You know what? But yeah, man, I was in my zone yesterday. I was baking. The missus her birthday came kicked in.
Happy birthday to you.
This one, this year I did run around the cherry and coconut sponge, you know.
What's it look like? What's that saying, D? What's that saying?
I'll put a picture in the chat.
Yeah. How about sending it through the post? Yeah, don't about to put it in the chat. Send it through the post. Yeah, about putting it in the chat.
Well, the thing is, you have to remember that you'll see from the pictures, but the big cake is Sheila's, so I can't dictate that. So I made a little small one for myself there to sample last night.
A little tester.
I was like, that's all right, bro.
It come out right.
I never really made that one like that, coconut and cherry, but yeah, come out good.
You got lash up.
Man. I was just missing the strong coffee or whatever to go with it. You know that once.
Yeah.
So
I do love
the chef coat on. I was in it, man. I was
Are you a tea man, Norms? Nah, man.
No coffee actually. I'm more of a coffee man, but I've been kind of starting to step back from that because of the caffeine and that, and you have the tea. Every now and again, I have a little bit of an herbal, but you know.
When you man come round to me, I'll make you a coffee. Then you'll know what coffee tastes like. You got your special machine, yeah? You know what? Then you know.
I remember you saying
proper beans, everything, man.
Yeah, man. We got a what's it? Is it a Tomishu? Is it? Well, my daughter bought it for us for Christmas, so you put it in.
Okay,
yeah. So we've been doing that. She keeps having a go at us. Well, you haven't used it. I said, of course we have. You know what I mean? So yeah. So big up to Leah for
man. But apart from that, all good, Norm. All good, man.
That's good. Down to Mr. JP. What you say?
Yeah, I'm good. You know, really good. Thanks. I spent the week. This week I've been really looking at Formula One. To be honest with you, checking out Lewis going to Ferrari.
He had a bit of a crash. Did he have a bit of a crash?
He had a crash today. Yeah, I think it sounded like it was a little minor scuffle with the wall.
Minor scuffle with the wall.
Minor scuffle with the wall and thing, but nah. So looking forward to that. Booked up my ticket to go. I'm gonna go and see going to the Singapore Grand Prix.
Whoa!
So I booked up tickets so that. Well, I even booked the Formula. So we've got a mutual friend that you guys will know.
Yeah,
Tucker over in
Yeah.
So I've left Tucker to book the tickets, so you know he's going to be buying tickets that cost ridiculous money.
Yeah.
You know, I guess they already, man.
You know, he's there already.
Chelsea, man. KT, big up yourself, bro.
Big up.
Big up.
AFC says Arsenal under Arteta is like the film with Ice Cube. Are we there yet? And the sequel, are we done yet? Brother, Netflix. We're Netflix FC, brother. Netflix FC, bro.
Well, from I saw that that thing you Ez posted, I think.
Ez posted, yeah. Fabrizio Ez.
I just thought they're not serious. If you're serious, you don't put 60 million for Ollie Watkins.
Exactly. Look, listen, we know what the price for Ollie Watkins is. They've said
You know what it is.
Yeah. So why are you doing that? And the thing is, the timing. Fabrizio come out and said the timing is all wrong.
It's all wrong.
Well, not Fabrizio himself, but the club is saying it. You're playing Champions League tonight. They need to try and see if they can get into the actual last 8 to qualify.
And you're trying to turn man's head.
Right, but at the moment they're in the playoff. They're in the playoffs positions at the moment. They play Celtic.
Yeah.
I think they're away to Celtic, so it's a big game for them tonight.
Oh, okay.
And and then obviously it's 36 teams all playing tonight. I think you've got Man City sitting in 25th place. They play Club Brugge, who are in about 24th. They're in about 20th place on 11 points. Man City, I think, on 8 or 9. I can't remember exactly, but they need to win tonight. If Man City lose tonight, and they have to. They have to play their full strength side because they need to, get through that. So they're going to be fielding this full strength side. But me, Arsenal,
they're home as well, aren't they? They're home.
No, they're away to Club Brugge. I'm sure. I'm sure they're away to Club Brugge. Are they out?
Now they're home.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough.
Liverpool are away.
I thought they were away.
Sorry, guys. Fabrizio saying that El Nasser on the verge of reaching a verbal agreement with Aston Villa for John Duran.
Yeah.
75 mil.
Is it euros? Is it
euros? 75 euros.
He can't go there though. He's a good player. Why would he go there now?
You never guess who's on.
Chili dog.
Oh, what is that now? Oh,
this brother.
This guy is something else.
Walk on.
Hold on.
Chili, you are a disgrace.
Hold on.
He's a disgracia. You are disgracia.
It's Wednesdays now Liverpool. And Thursday.
I can't work it out.
I can't keep up.
We're running out of days.
I don't understand what you don't understand. We're fighting for the title again. What the problem is?
Chili, big up yourself, bro.
Sorry, just quickly for you. We'll come to you in a minute. Can we come to you in a minute, Chili? For Junior say, for me going for Ollie means all the rumours going around about all those bigger players tells me Arsenal are not serious about getting a good player at all. Now listen, Ollie is a half decent striker. He's an half decent striker. But come on, man, you don't be doing this at this late stage. You know what I'm trying to say? It's ridiculous.
Someone in the room said, it's just trying to make it look like they're working on something.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's PR, man. That's going on there. That's absolute PR. That's going on right now.
This is my thing, Norm. If he's really serious, he's gonna go and slap 80 mil on a Isaac.
It's like listen. It's more. They're talking more like 120. That's what they're saying.
Really?
It's like they're not going to let him go now. They're not going to let him go. If they were serious, listen. Don't let anybody fool you and say that Arsenal ain't got the money. They've got the money. We're not sailing close to PSR. None of that stuff. Yeah. So forget all that rubbish. Yeah. It's now we're deciding to put it in because if everything fails, right?
Yeah.
Arsenal will turn and say, well, at least we tried. This is just another deflection thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm fed up of it. We see this all the time. Yeah, so until I see man holding up a shirt, then convince me. You know what I mean? We're linked with another guy, Matthew Tellis from Bayern Munich. 5th choice left winger, can play across the front three. What they want him on loan with an option to buy. Bayern Munich don't want to do that. Bayern Munich want to just send him on a straight loan and then bring him back because they got a couple of players.
I thought you wanted a striker, not a winger.
No, we still need.
Or not a winger that can play across the front. You want a proper.
Well, Arteta already. He wants these versatile players, doesn't he? So if that player can play, he kicks with both feet. He can play left. He can play right. He's very quick. 19 years old, young prospect. I'm not in for young prospects now. I want ready-made Yeah, a ready-made striker, somebody that's going to hit the ground running. Do you know what I'm trying to say? This guy's 5th choice for Bayern Munich. People, he's 5th choice for Bayern Munich. Do you know what I'm saying? But listen, I think the way we're at the stage that we're at the moment, anything will do. You know what I mean?
It's just a loan, though. That guy's a loan, though, isn't he?
Yes, it's a loan. That's what they're saying. It's a loan. It's a loan. I mean, I was watching a little bit of thingy on him. There's a YouTube channel thing that I watch. They talk about the players and do a rundown on them and their stats and all of that. But he's okay, but we can get better as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? And now that we've this thing now where we've just been thrown this curveball with Ollie Watkins, you know what I mean? I don't know. It just seems like a deflection tactic. But apparently we're going in with a better bid. So we're going to go in with, I think it was 60 million. That was rejected.
Yeah, because 60 million was never going to get him.
We know that. We know that.
Waste of time.
But guys, why did we just just say, right, you know what? That 60 million that you're bidding on him, why not go and activate the Osherman's release clause?
Because Arsenal are a much bigger team.
So that true?
Arsenal are a much bigger team than Villa. So if you start showing interest, is that going to turn Ollie's head? Is that what Arsenal?
Well, apparently, I don't know how true it is because apparently I don't know how true it is, but personal terms have been agreed. So there's no if it was to happen.
What with Ollie?
That's what they're saying. This is just what's out there. This are the rumors that are out there.
That means Villa gave you permission to speak to him.
Hey, no,
you don't agree. You don't even agree terms with the player anymore, Chile. You kind of agree with his representatives, don't you?
His agent,
so you can do that. They can talk. They can talk.
How about this? AFC says breaking news: Arsenal improve offer by 60 million +1. You know what happened? You know what happened when we did that with Suarez, isn't it? Liverpool chose to sling a hook. You know about that, Chile, because you support them. Oh no, forget it.
Of course I do.
What's that one? That was 40.
They're sniffing around our players again.
40 million plus a pound. Yeah,
plus a pound.
Plus taking a mick.
But Normski, if you look at the Villa thing, right? They're 9th in the Champions League, right? There's no way they're going to let go of Watkins and Durant in this window.
No way.
No, obviously not.
No way.
But
unless everybody is way overpaying for both.
Yeah, but Arsenal are smart. Look at the timing. The way they've come in. Look at the timing. So it's now unsettling. And before a Champions League.
Starting tonight.
Yeah, but that's not going to endear them to do business with you. That's going to make them say, well, no, now you give us 85 M's or you go away.
Well, let's see if they are going to go in an improved offer. Yeah. If let's see. Seeing it and believing it. And as I say, for me, if it happens and I see them holding up a shirt, then I say Arsenal serious. But at the moment, we're 29 days in, all right, and I'm fed up of hearing the same old thing from the club, from Arteta. Oh, we're still scouting the market. It's a difficult market. You've heard all the excuses. Oh, we need a player that can improve us. Hang on a minute. It doesn't take much to improve our front three, yeah, especially Havertz, right? Because that guy is absolutely ridiculous when it comes to missing goals. That in that Wolves game, we'll come to that Wolves game. Obviously, a lot of controversy in that. But in that Wolves game, 4 big chances that guy missed. 4 big chances. It took a defender, Calafiori, yet again, another defender to save our bacon. Yeah, because our front three, because now Saka's out. Yeah, forget about Jesus because he was never really contributing. But we've got this donkey up front, and he calls himself a donkey. That's his nickname. Yeah, can't hit a barn door. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know what I'm trying to say. So we see what happened. We moved it. As I said, we've been linked with a number of players. As I said, that the Matthias Tell guy from Bayern Munich.
But we're linked to him. We're linked to him as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You're linked with him. I mean, listen. Whilst we're on the transfer thing and everything, then let's deal with that. But just before we do finish, Chill. It's been a long time since you've been on. It's great to see you. Showing your team's colours. But I'm just a little bit confused. Just slightly confused. But
what's confusing you?
We won't talk about that. Just find out how you are doing. As I say, it's been a bit of time.
I'm good. I don't understand what's confusing you. I don't get it.
You You don't get it. If anybody's new to this channel, people, yeah, or if you're gonna watch this on the playback, Chili is actually a Tottenham supporter, guys. This guy is shameless.
Who told you
that? He is shameless. He is shameless. Yeah,
shameless, Chili.
Well, this is the thing, though.
That's what you change your name to, Chili. Shameless.
This is the thing, Noms. If he turns his camera on, he's wearing a Liverpool top, then I know he's on. I know he's on business.
Yeah, you just have to.
He ain't turning the camera on, is he? So he ain't wearing a Liverpool top. Why go on, Chili?
AFC's Ange of the road, and we've reached the edge of the road, and I can't take it anymore. It's so natural that you don't have trophies.
As much as this is a joke, right? You have to remember that. You have to remember, Domsky, that we're in our worst season, and we're still above these, man. That don't make no sense to me. How are we in our worst season?
Don't even try it, D, because I can't remember when you last finished above us. Don't come with them talks,
brother. Which is us, though? Liverpool, Man City, or Tottenham? Which is us?
Seriously, please.
Remind us.
Who is us?
Three badges up there. Three badges.
You can pick whichever one because you've been finishing like down in 8th or something.
Come on, what team are you identifying?
In fact, did you finish above us last season? Where you finished last season?
Where did we finish last season? And
where did we finish?
8th. No,
yeah, Tottenham
8th, wasn't it? 7th or 8th, wasn't it? 7th, I think we finished.
You didn't finish above Tottenham, though, I don't think, last season.
No, I don't think so. No.
Didn't.
I think we were 7th, Chili. And
who was 5th?
No, we were 8th last year. We were 8th last
8th.
year.
8th, there you go. 8th.
Chili, I think, Chili, did you guys finish 7th or 6th?
I can't remember. I'm sure we finished 1 point in front of Chelsea.
Because Chili, you remember we won the FA Cup to get into the Europa.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would have been out of Europe.
Chili, are you referring to Liverpool that finished above? Well, just a bit clear.
Tottenham finished above Chelsea. Don't worry about that.
Right. Well, listen. It's good to have you on, break. I so really appreciate it. And yes, we do need to have a conversation about Mr. Ange Postecoglou. You know what I mean? High line, mate.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we will be talking about that.
See, do you remember after about 8 games last season, and you were there bigging him up, and I said, "But what's he done? Has he won anything with that?" And now look.
But they keep telling man he always wins in the second season.
He does. And I also remember, though, Chili, you bigging up Ange Ball. You loved it.
You liked it, mate.
Yeah, for the first 10 games of last season. Since then. And even, like I say, even then I said, people were saying we're playing such great football, but we hadn't won anything. Yeah. We'd won a couple of games, and then everyone figured out what his system was, and now we can't win a game.
Well, that plus your injury situation is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, but that's because of him, because he's got that man running marathon every 2 days.
Yeah, you can't do that, can you?
Right, and listen.
You can't have like 15-foot races a game. Do you know what I mean? Every player, it's madness.
Well, listen, you've lost 13 games, 4 games straight. You've lost. Yeah, your last game was Leicester at home. Now that's just unbelievable. I saw Expressions just losing it completely. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So for you guys, you go 1-0 up, and then you're thinking, okay, do you know who scored for you the first goal? Was it
against Leicester?
Yeah.
Son, wasn't it? It was Son. He scored, he scored the only goal, isn't it?
And then your favourite player equalising, Jamie Vardy. And then listen, Jamie Vardy equalising, and then it was the winner came from what's his name?
Can't even pronounce his surname.
I can't even pronounce. Bilal Kones or whatever.
Yeah,
something like that. So
Richarlison,
you man ain't even gonna.
Big up, Nick, man. What you say, man?
Oh yeah, Richarlison scored our goal. That's right. Yeah. But you man ain't even believe me. But I was watching it, and then it was the adverts for half time. So I said, maybe go make some Weetabix. I just felt like some Weetabix.
You know what? You know what? What you're gonna say? I thought he was gonna say, "Let me go and make some weed."
Weetabix. The fact that it's the fact that you even got Weetabix in the yard. Actually.
They ones, man.
Listen, I'm old school, Jay. That's what you find when you come around here. Them sort of things.
Yes.
I warmed up the milk. I put the milk on there. I bring it back in here.
Yeah.
I flipped open the iPad and I said, "Wait a minute,
What was
it was 2-1."
Well, God.
I was thinking, what the hell's happened? I actually thought that they were showing a previous match.
Right.
God, that's crazy.
That's a mad.
Because that was like 2 minutes, weren't it? 4 minutes.
Yeah,
46th and 50th minute.
Just to ask, based on what Chili just said there, this is a non-football question, right? But I've seen this debated in a few places, so we can ask the chat too. Yeah. When you're having cereal, warm milk or cold milk?
It's got to be hot milk, man.
Warm milk, man.
It's got to be hot milk, man.
Yeah, warm milk.
You know, I'm wondering if that's a culture. I'm wondering if that's a cultural thing. You know,
right.
It probably is.
It's got to be. But every now and again, I like to have. I don't know what it is. Having cornflakes like late at night with a cold milk. I'm just crazy.
Yeah, them ones still.
Yeah, but warm milk for me. If I go to a restaurant, a cereal, I'm saying to people, "Can I have some hot milk?" And they're looking at me.
That's exactly the same thing, right? We're always having to hot it up for our kids as well. We're saying, "Can we get hot milk, please?"
Okay, starting 11 for tonight against Girona or is Neto. Neto is in goal. Yeah? I can't believe it. Neto is in goal. You're sure about this? Okay, all right, fair enough. That's the first time I think this guy is starting for us. Partey,
California. Okay.
So look, sorry, Nick saying cold milk.
Yeah. Cold, man, cold.
No, Nick, man. I'd say cold. Like Norman said, you can have cold milk on a cornflakes or a crunchy nut.
Yeah. Crunchy nut, definitely. Absolutely, definitely.
Yeah, if you're in a hotel, cold milk in if you're in a hotel.
I just want to go back to our starting 11 now.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody who's got one football and if it's officially gone out or whatever. Now, I don't know if he's got Partey. It looks like he's got Partey starting at right back. Kivior Gabriel, Calafiori. Bro, this man, this Arteta hasn't. Big up to you, Luca, man. What you saying, brother? Listen, everybody go and subscribe to this guy's channel. Big up to Luca.
It's away from home, though, Norm. So I actually get why he's trying to gamble here a little bit.
Look, to be honest,
you're guaranteed. We're guaranteed.
Listen, we're going through. Listen, don't worry. It has to be about an 8-9 goal swing for us to finish out of the top. Right. So I'm not too worried about it. But I don't want us to go there and end up getting beaten because Girona gave Liverpool a good game. They can press hard on you. You understand? And because a lot of these players have not played together, I'm just kind of a little bit worried that if we go and I'm not going to say they're going to take a drubbing because listen, Girona sitting. They're practically out, so they're just going to go there and just play for the sake of playing. You understand? They're just practically out. You know what I mean? The team is dead. But do you think we'll beat City, bro? Luca, I really don't know. My heart says 2-1, but my head is saying a draw. That's 1-1 or 2-2.
Have you got City
Sunday? Super Sunday. But the thing is, I'm glad that he's rested players. Because I didn't want him putting out a full strength lineup because City tonight have to play a strong side because if they lose tonight, which I don't think they will, they end up being out of the competition. So if they win, then they end up with the 3 points. I think they either get 11 points or 12 points, which put them in the playoffs. And then it's a case of who plays who in that playoffs. But that means they've got to play 2 extra games.
That's right.
So it's 2 extra games.
I think that's why he went shopping.
Troy, just before you come in, please, I'm saying it again. Hit the like button, subscribe and share. Yeah, understand what I'm saying? Subscribe and share. Nick is saying 1-0 Mamouche. Listen to this. The madness about this, right, Nick? Is we are putting in a bid for 60 million. Why did we go for Mamouche? Mamouche went for what? 57 million plus add-ons to Man City. Arsenal keep coming out with this thing, we can't buy players. We haven't got the right we need the right profile to improve the side. I'm telling you that anybody could come in and improve that front three. Or should I say, because listen, for me, my man is a scrub. Yeah? Donkey scrub, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, this guy, man, listen, how on earth these people, our Arteta decides, that he's going to go to Chelsea, spend 65 million quid on a guy that scored in 3 years 30 plus goals.
Yeah.
His highest tally was 9 goals for Chelsea.
Where's Sterling?
No, he.
Where's he at, Norman?
But the system doesn't even suit Raheem Sterling, does it? Really, the system right
now. I don't think football suits Sterling right now. He ain't saying much when he comes on. He ain't saying much.
How much did you give for him, or was he a freebie?
No, he's just come on loan. He's just on a loan.
He's on loan, isn't it?
Chelsea are paying most of it. I think we're paying something like 100 and something thousand. Because remember, he's on about 300 something K.
That's right. He's money, isn't he? Yeah. He's on 325, you know.
He's like about 325.
He's getting paid that, and you can't even get into your loan team, let alone your own team.
He's on Rashford wages, isn't he?
But you see, when Chelsea bought him, he came in like a talisman, like this. He was him. So that's why the contract is so big.
Yeah. But the problem with Arsenal, we're trying to always save people's careers, right? Why are you going to a guy that's washed up now? I'm sorry. I mean, I bumped into him in Jamaica, So, Erling, forgive me, bro. But listen, just go to Saudi and go and get your bucks out there.
Yeah,
bro.
just
because
get paid.
Maresca didn't believe in him. Yeah, that's why he said there's no place in the team. But we decided that we're going to go and get him on the last day of transfer deadline there in the summer transfer window. This is ridiculous.
This guy, that was desperation.
Misappropriation of funds. Arsenal, when we was meant to go and get a striker in the summer, he goes and gets a defender, Calafori, who's always injured, Moreno, who I don't know what he does on the pitch, right? We spent nearly 80 million, guys. 80 million.
Norms, you know, it could be worse. You could be United.
You could be, mate.
Let's be real. If we're talking about wasting money here, let's just be frank. I hear that. No one tops us.
And this is the question. This is what came out. And this is what Sterling said. You haven't seen the best of Sterling yet. This is what Arteta comes like. He just thinks he can always fix up people.
He trying to twang you, man, isn't it? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Arteta's the biggest PR scammer going. Yeah, Ponzi scheme, everything.
Is he better than Rashford at it, Norm?
Bro,
that's the question. Yeah,
bro. We will come on to that, but just quickly running over the you guys. You're linked with left back, which I think you badly do need.
Well, he was doing a medical today, Norm.
Okay, tomorrow. So
tomorrow. So he should leave Italy tonight potentially. Medical tomorrow.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never heard of a team called Lecce.
Oh, Lecce.
Right. Or Lecce, whatever they're called. I've never heard of this thing. So
I've heard of him.
This geezer. Have you ever heard of him?
I haven't heard of him. I've heard of the team.
I've heard of the team, but not him.
Okay,
but there was something I sent to JP, Norms, where Saeed had one of their fans on his channel.
Okay.
To talk about this kid, and he's saying that basically he's saying going forward, he's pretty decent, but don't look for too much for him defensively, which means he has to he has to play the
Fabrizio's on the show, guys. People, if you want to know about transfers, Fabrizio is your man. Yeah, he always breaks with the breaking news.
If I'm Fabrizio, Jason's Ornstein.
Everyone's in it.
No, but sorry, just going back. Big up, Ez. Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it, brother.
Always. Big up.
This left back that's going to potentially sign for you guys. What do you know about him? And I just said DBD that you were saying earlier on.
Yeah, he was just saying that he's definitely better in wing back position.
Okay,
and he's saying don't look too much for him defensively, but he said that what he does going forward would definitely solve that left hand problem. And then JP said to me before we came on the show that he saw a video of Luke Shaw doing sprints and looking like he's fresh and ready to go. After this brother needs knocking out every time he's got competition.
The guy's a forger.
Absolutely,
he's a proper fraud, man.
With disgusting behaviour.
My man was looking well fit now, you know, because he knows there's another brother coming.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
this is what he does, though, guys. This is what he does.
He does what he does.
This is what he does, bro.
It's just shocking, man.
And then England's got a tournament in the summer, remember? So he's got to play some games because he wants to get
very convenient, isn't it?
Yeah. But this guy is so injury prone. Sorry, Luca, I'm going live with Rashid after. We're going to be doing a match reaction after the game. So I won't be going live personally, but I will be doing a recorded match reaction later on. So yeah, I'll be going live with Rashid, Arsenal Revolution. Okay? Big up to you, bro. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, so this. I'm just quoting by what the Leisha fan said to Saeed. He said he's not saying he can't defend, but he said that's not his strong points. His strong points is playing in the wing back rather than in the left back position of the back three. So Luke Shaw probably can come in and play that, but then what happens to Leacher? Because Leacher's been holding that down. So do you play Luke Shaw over Leacher as the left-sided centre back, and then this new kid as a wing back? Because I think if this new kid plays the wing back, then or you play Leacher in midfield, Jay, as a holder with whoever. But Luke Shaw just annoys me. Why are you fit now, bro? No one cares anymore. You know what I mean? The fan base don't care.
I think that guy can also play as a right wing back as well.
That's right. Yeah, he can do both sides. Yeah. So
and he's got a couple of goals as well. I was looking at his stats. He's scored a couple of goals for the 2 seasons that he's been with them. So
he's comfortable with the ball. He looks comfortable with the ball at his feet.
And that's what Amrin wants. He wants people that can go forward. And I think that's where Delo and who's the other guy?
Mazraoui. If you look, Delo's at least a little bit better with the Mazraoui just doesn't know what to do.
Right.
He's better. Mazraoui is better playing the right-sided of the back three.
100%. But there's also that guy. What's his name? Aton Heaven. Is it?
Just coming from
Arsenal, the academy.
The Arsenal academy guy.
Yeah. He's a defender.
Yeah, apparently we're not far away from signing. He's a young guy.
That's another youngster taken off us.
Yeah, he's like 18 or something, isn't he?
We got Obi last year.
Yeah, we got Obi.
Is it the contracts, Norm? Is that why they're jumping ship?
You know what?
Their contracts are ending. Yeah, their contracts are ending.
The contract is ending, and probably they've looked at it and they probably looked at it and thought, well, there's no pathway for us here.
That's basically what they both said. That's exactly what Obi said.
Yeah,
it's about the pathway to the first team. They don't see it at Arsenal.
Don't see it.
Just so, Lucas said, did you hear about what happened at the Etihad? I have not got a clue. If anybody does know, please put it in the chat, Luca. Update us.
Is that on X, is it?
What happened? People came to watch them.
You hear about what happened at Etihad? What did Jay say?
People came to watch them or something. I don't know. Who knows, man? I saw something the other day, and I couldn't believe the amount of school kids I saw at the Etihad. I think that's how they put the numbers. That's how they pack up the numbers. They just rack it and stack it with school kids. Oh, there was a fire there, killed that. So I thought, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit of feedback from someone. I'm not too sure it is.
Is it me, Norms?
I don't do it. It's gone now, but it's gone now.
Should we all mute? Okay.
It's gone now. It's just like a little kind of squeaky sound. Fabrizio said, Sesko leaving in the summer will stay in Germany until the end of the season. Yeah, we all know about that. Yeah. That's always thing. I just don't like. I just want us to go and get a ready-made. I don't like prospects. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's young and whatnot, but for me, I look at his stats and I'm thinking, is he going to be enough to get us over the line? And my answer to that is no, it's not. If we're serious about really challenging next season, because we know Arteta's going to be at the Elm next year. Let's face it, guys. He's going to be there.
What, you throwing in the towel this season already?
So hold on a second.
What do you think we're going to go and win the league?
So hold on a second, Norms. Are you saying
how many points behind
he's going to get sacked? I thought we had this conversation already. He's not getting. He has to choose to leave.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I know he ain't going to get sacked. I know that. We you know what I mean?
He might get another job.
Listen, this man can't believe he's on. Listen, he earned more money as a manager than he has a player, brother. £15 million a year, you know.
But he might get another job, you know.
He probably will.
If the Barcelona job or someone like that comes available, he could.
They are welcome to him. They are welcome.
Nomsky, you said challenge twice in the same sentence. And you know who wants a challenge, don't you know? Take him. You're welcome.
No, I'm not.
Take him, no. He wants a challenge. He told us that.
Let me just listen. You joker, you absolute joker.
So Lucas talk. You want him to go as well.
You think? Hold on a minute, guys. You think I'm going to want this player? Your manager said about him, right? Yeah.
Nah, it was running joke. Reuben was running joke.
Yeah, no running no joke, brother.
Yeah, man. He's not. Apparently, he's not 63. You know.
Listen, this guy.
He's 62.
Listen, this guy, yeah. This guy, right? There's obviously I've been reading that the fallout between Amorim and Rashford is major. They're literally not talking to each other.
What is it with your managers calling out your players?
But this is it, right? I was listening to both Neville and Paul Scholes talk about this, right? And Rio as well, to be fair. And I don't really listen to them as often as they can annoy me. But this is what they were saying, that Fergie had nightclub man on the payroll, everything. So every time these guys were out doing something, Fergie got a text message or a call to say, yeah, your boys were out last night. These two were wasted. So see how they train tomorrow. And so they reckon that Reuben, all those people out there saying, why is Marcus out on a game night? Or out the night before a game night, and when he's challenged him, he said it's just rumours, boss. So he's mugging him off, isn't he?
No, he's lied to him twice.
Yeah, and so he's just like, can't trust this guy.
Remember, he lied as well to Ten Hag, which went public.
That's right.
In Belfast.
Yeah.
So he's got.
That's right, because the girl went out and did a video, didn't she?
Yeah.
Remember that the lady did the video.
Remember that Butters girl he went after out there,
right?
So really, I think he's got form. The club has obviously told Amorim anyway, so Amorim's probably kind of aware of this, and then he can see it for himself. So I ain't got no sympathy with Rashford.
Yeah, but it's something I said to JP yesterday that Reuben now needs to ignore that question now. Just ignore it. Just say, can we talk about the first team that are actually playing and keep it moving? Because all they want is headlines out of Reuben, and he's kind of obliged twice now.
He's too honest. He's too honest.
Just like, bro, allow it. You don't need to entertain this press because they're looking to bury you anyway. They don't like you.
You can't win.
Well, the his captain come out and basically said he's training hard. I mean, this just reminds me. This just reminds me of the Sancho Ten Hag situation. Is it always you guys just always keep giving when it comes to
come on. His camp have come out and said he's training hard. Seriously,
but his camp are not at training. That's the joke. It's a closed session, so his camp won't know what he's doing unless Marcus says, "Yeah, guys, I won't quite."
I think it's more than just a training session. Anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Well, they're saying about tactics,
but he hasn't just talked about training. He hasn't just talked about training. He's really talking about everything, isn't it? So I think the manager's talking about his lifestyle and the way he's, what he's doing. So I think it's bigger than just the fact, he's not running hard enough in training. It's a combination of everything. Yeah. And to be fair, he probably is talking. Sorry. I just said, to be fair, he probably is talking a little bit too much because at the end of the day, they want to get rid of the guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
You talk too much for a sale. But I think it's something I said when Rashford didn't get picked for the last internationals, and he jumps on a plane to watch basketball in America, and I'm like, "What are you doing, bro? Like your manager is starting this week, and rather than you say, right, I'm going to show the manager that I'm trying to get back in the England team, and I'm trying to just find a better piece of form for United." No, he swans off to America. So now you're putting your body into a jet lag state there and back. It's just like
the manager tried to give him a blight for that, though. The manager tried to give him a blight.
He did. And then he saw the performances when he came back.
But the truth is, I mean, that to me, he didn't do anything wrong there. It's just the optics of it isn't good. Like your team is terrible.
Yeah, I mean the media
terrible.
Yeah, the media latches onto that, and it doesn't help.
Yeah, of course they do. Sometimes your team is doing terrible. You're not playing well. But I
think I said it, Jay. I have no problem with Rashford jump on a plane to Spain, get a little bit of sun on his skin. That's cool. You go clean to America to watch basketball when your form is awful and your team is stinking up the joint.
He's in the East Coast. He's in the East Coast. It could have been worse in terms of time zones. We know that.
Yes,
I get your point.
Yeah, but just go to Spain, bro.
You got to let the guy do what he's going to do, and him flying to America isn't the same as you or me flying to America. He's got that comfy flight. He's
got that private jet. I get it.
Yeah,
but like Jason said, the optics of your manager coming through the door.
Yeah, I understand that.
You not getting picked for England.
And it was the England weekend. Yeah, it was England weekend, wasn't it?
That's why he went, because he didn't get picked for England. So rather than say, you know what, at my age, I should be starting for England. I might have been getting picked for the squad. So what do? I'm just gonna go to America, chill out, watch basketball then. And my boss has just turned up. My new boss just turned up as well. And my team is stinking up the joint. You look at all these things, Mom, and you say, come on, bro. Be a better professional. No one's saying you can't go on holiday, but timing is everything. Optics is everything.
Hey, it's everything.
Yeah, go on.
So, go on. I was going to say, like, they're talking about putting in a transatlantic train line, aren't they, between London and New York, where you can get to New York in 54 minutes. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so this is what they took. Yeah, this is what, but it cost $2 trillion to do it.
54 minutes.
The same amount of money it will cost.
You're gonna have some whiplash when you get there, man.
Yeah. No, 2 trillion, Norms, not billion, trillion.
Okay, well, when were you saying about? No, I was saying about when I said Old Trafford, I meant the whole area.
The whole area. Well, we're not paying for that. We don't mind. The government are.
Right. So the government is backing to regenerate, Old Trafford. We're not talking about the stadium. They're talking about the area. You're going to be paying. You're going to be paying $2 billion for the stadium. It's probably going to be the state-of-the-art stadium. Probably one of the biggest stadiums in the world, is it?
Hopefully, with a closing roof and all that.
Yeah, it will be 100 for 100 for. But the thing about it is, I think 2 billion and the stadium becomes an attractive proposition for investors when you can actually say, look, we've got government backing, we're building houses, we're building shopping malls, we're building all this stuff, hotels, everything is going to be around that facility of the stadium. So it's a great investment for people, because imagine what it's going to do to property prices.
Oh yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
That's a good shot. Fabrizio Ez, what's your take? Do you think that at the end of the window that Rashford will be here, or will he be somewhere in Saudi or PSG, Barcelona? What do you reckon?
I think it comes down to if the climate's right and if they can pay him, because he's not taking a pay cut to go somewhere he doesn't want to go, because he would just stay at United and sit on the bench or do whatever he's doing at the moment and just take his pay. I mean, how much years is left of his contract, JPD?
He's got 3.5 years.
Oh, he's in no rush.
But let me ask you a question though. Ez. If this is you're in this predicament now, and remember, you're like, England's got a tournament in the summer. If you go to, I don't know, let's say you went to Spain or whatever, and you absolutely ripped it up, you'd probably be getting that squad.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
What benefit? So wouldn't you take a haircut or do something and say, listen, take 100 grand off my salary or do whatever, because actually I can win it back in the long run if I just go out and perform.
Because if the type of camp he's got, which you can see the type of camp he's got, he's probably paying half of their mortgages. He's paying all of them. And they're in the clubs with him with their kettles on. I can see it now. You know what I mean?
This is why they can't chat to him. His people can't chat to him, because they're all on the payroll. So even if they want to pull him up and say, Marcus, bro,
they've got G-Wagons and Rolls Royces to fund. So what I'm saying, and I don't think his camp will want that, and he don't want to upset his camp. I think they're gonna want a win-win. It's either he goes somewhere on a similar package and it's still somewhere you can kick on, or he will stay at United. So I think
what's the likelihood of him coming to Arsenal?
Nah, he ain't going.
Thank you so much. Fabrizio, I really thank you so much.
No, you've already got Raheem Sterling. You're not paying both of them. You're not. Honestly, Norms. If I hear that Rashford signed for Arsenal and you've still got Sterling on your books as well, where we have to do an emergency show all of us here on deadline day. We need to do an emergency.
Bro, bro. I think I might have to do a live. When is it? The window closes on Monday.
It's the third.
Yeah,
Monday.
I might even go live. Anybody's you're happy to come on? I might even do that.
11 o'clock Friday. I think that's when we do see any. Monday. Sorry, 11 o'clock Monday. 11 p.m. I think if we do see any Rashford movement, it won't be till Monday.
Yeah. It will be to the wire, won't it? I think the same.
Because
if you are natural, I think the same.
If you look at the way back, guys,
I agree. If
it doesn't go on Monday, then him and Ruben got to have a come to Jesus moment. Because there's no way the club are going to have him sat on the bench on 325 a week. Not even sat on the bench, sat in the stands the last week.
That's what I'm saying.
They're backing him.
They're backing him. Not even on the bench.
Chili, do you want to come in there?
Well, they did it with what you call it. They did it with Sancho. Sorry, go on, Chili.
Yeah.
Chili, you saying?
No, I was just saying I agree.
Yeah. Now the thing is, after he sort of basically outed Rashford, and then I think he was sort of even talking about the game that you guys played the other day. You beat Fulham. He said he was looking for an option on the bench in terms of a pacey player, and he didn't have that because you've got this guy that don't want to train, and I think there's a couple of pundits have come out and said actually you've kind of. I mean, Paul Scholes reckons that this Rashford is basically needs to keep his mouth quiet and just get his head down. But a couple of other people are saying, well, actually, is Ruben should really shut his mouth and stop. You know what I mean? Because he does talk a lot.
Well, he's trying to sell the guy, ain't he?
Well, yes, because they're talking about
trying to sell your car and telling me that it breaks down every other day. You know what I mean? Over here.
Well, here we go. On Ruben just put out a statement on Rashford again, just now, and he said, "My sentence was that I wouldn't put any player that doesn't give maximum. I didn't only say Marcus Rashford. We are a better team with him. That's clear, but until the right moment, I won't change my mind." You know what I think that is? That's just in case he doesn't go. Just in case he doesn't go.
That's what I'm saying to you.
He said a few times we're better with him.
Yeah,
he has said that a few times. Yeah, but you're right. You're right. I mean, he's got to play. He's got to play both sides.
He's got to.
Yeah.
If you look after that interview with Henry Winters, right?
Yeah.
What did Ruben say? He said, "I would like to think that me coming into Old Trafford would be more than a new challenge for Marcus Rashford." He said, "The challenge is here." That's what he said. He didn't even react to the interview to say he's bang out of order for doing an interview without the club's consent. He said, "I've just got here, and this is the new challenge." He actually said on his 40th birthday, he said, "I've been here 2 months. I feel like I'm 50, not 40." That's what he said. He was like,
I think he's going to learn. I think he's going to learn really quickly. And I think, like, you can't just keep saying stuff and then having to quickly, the next interview you have,
retract on it,
justify what you. So you just need to stop talking.
Yeah. And that's what that's what some pundits are saying, that he just needs to stop talking.
Because your honesty, right? Because your honesty isn't helping you in the sense that the media they're loving it, they're lapping it up, but they're going to turn it into a negative, aren't they? Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Because then all of a sudden it's like he'll play his 63-year-old goalkeeper over Rashford, right? Because that's now the headline.
But the thing is, even if you look at that, Jay, he actually never even said that. He
didn't say that.
He actually said he said looking on the bench, but everyone's saying he said he would play him over. He said no.
He said I'd rather play Vital. He said Vital. He said the guy's name because I didn't know what he was talking about.
But he said on the bench. Guy was.
Yeah, but
they were saying he's not making the bench. I think that's how they drew him out. Said he's not even making the bench. He said I'd rather put this guy on the bench, the coach, because he sees the way the coach comes to work and does his job.
Yeah.
And I said that's all he's asking for. Come to work and do your job. You'll make the bench. If you make the bench, there's a likelihood that I'm going to say, right, go on then, Marcus. Tell me I'm wrong. Go show me I'm wrong. It's 30 minutes, whatever.
Like I said, I think it's more than just Marcus training. I think he wants Marcus. I think he wants Marcus to sort his life out.
That's always been the story. It's the same thing under Ten Hag. All the managers that come in, it's always been this.
It's the same thing under Ralph Rangnick. So the thing about Marcus is he's got this PR company behind him that just spin. Spin doctors.
Yep.
And you know what? Something Fergie used to say. Fergie used to always say he would encourage the players to find the right woman and settle down.
Yeah, that's
he said it makes better professionals. That he knows that you're going home to a family unit that is, whether you got a couple of young kids and all that, your missus is there. And he said, I would say, like, you've been dating her for a minute, you don't want to marry her, because Fergie's a traditional kind of Scotsman, you know what I mean? He married young, all that kind of stuff. And he would encourage the players that he saw running about, or the nightclub managers would say, oh yeah, he was in there with the next thing last night. He said, was he? All right, I'll have a word. Because he don't want that, because he knows that distraction messes up your football, and we're seeing it with Marcus.
Marcus is whip, man. They broke up with a girl and they mash up his life.
Right, literally.
Just mash up his life.
And you don't even have to be handsome when you got money. Let's be honest, guys.
No, of course not.
When you got money, you don't even have to be good looking. You're gonna get the next one.
Sorry, let's just respond to this guy, Kofi, who thinks he's too big for this panel now. Now that he's sitting top of the tree and all of that, yeah. What are you doing now? You're still decorating, brother.
like Kofi, you know.
Big up Kofi, man. What are you saying, brother? Big up to you, brother. Big up to you. Just to finish on the Man United section, your owner, was seen being abused by some fans concerning in his car, and he came out and said, "Would you like to take a picture with me?" Now,
I think that's what he thought they wanted, Norman, didn't he? That's what he thought they wanted. Was now,
£66 now. He's put their match day thingies. Fans are not too happy about that. I'm finding that a lot of fans are not trusting this owner. You know, a lot of stuff that he promised, the cuts and all of that. What are your thoughts on this? Your current owner, or so I say the side dish?
No, go on, Jay.
No, you go first, D.
No, go on, Jay. Go on, man. Go on.
So, if you ask me, right, am I happy with some of the stuff the owners have done? No, I'm not. However, some of the things just don't look great. But as a guy who's worked in massive organizations over the years, I've seen when people come in or take over an organization, you often find this is what happens. They find ways to cut costs. And this is, it's football. This is still a massive organization. We had something like 600-700 employees more than anybody else in the Premier League.
Wow.
Come on, man.
That's mad.
Right. So what should we do? Should we just be paying people to do nothing? Right. So I understand some of the things that they're doing, even with like the ticket price. It's the optics of the things that they do. They don't look good. Because it's not like the way they're making it sound is like everyone's paying 60. Well, they can't, because the season ticket holders already bought their tickets. Yeah, exactly. So this is if you're gonna go, like when I go and I buy a match day ticket, they are now 66 quid.
Okay.
So it's not a great look. And the worst look for me, and this is the one I don't understand, is what they've done with the concessions. So people in wheelchairs and disabilities. The fact that that's just terrible. So like that I can't get along, because I've got my nephew Aaron in a wheelchair. He will go to a lot of games, and he used to get like a carer ticket as well.
Okay.
Right.
And they've taken that away. They've taken that away.
Right. That's not a good one.
So that's not a good look.
It's like, so to me, that's not a good look. They've made mistakes, but do I expect them to come in and do everything perfectly? Of course not. But so I say this time next year, I'll look at them again, and if it still looks terrible, then I'll have something to say. But I've got to give them time, because I think they made a hell of a lot of mistakes. I look at our transfer window in the summer, I think, well, that wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But actually, maybe that's why Dan Ashworth was lost his job. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I think as well, Jay.
But I'm saying, like, I think we just got to give them time. Sometimes football fans aren't realistic, and we are passionate people, and we love our clubs. So it does make you almost irrational, and it makes you talk about things and do things. And if you were in charge, you wouldn't do that. So I'm hearing fans saying, "Oh, they should just go. Jim should just be paying for the stadium." Well, would you do it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like what billionaire do you know, apart from the ones washing money, that actually pay for things out of their own money.
Exactly, Jay. This is why they are billionaires, Jay.
Yeah, that's right.
They always borrow.
Yeah, it's only Chelsea
they don't use
with
their own
Abramovich and the
Right.
the Man City guys.
Really.
Yeah, those guys are like they're just washing and cleaning up money. Everyone else, they don't spend their own money. So I'm in the camp of I'm waiting. I'm giving them time. I don't like certain things, but I'm still prepared to give them a chance and see how it goes.
And Jay, that's rational, because if you even look at investment now, let's say we went to one of them exhibitions where they're talking about investments, and you've got them guys with their turtlenecks on, and do you know what I'm saying? And they're telling you can make a quick investment now, and you're going to see the results tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's what it's like from the fan bases at both Chelsea and United. You got new owners, and you want to see, we want to win the title now. We want to win every game, top of the league now. Compared to a legitimate investment, it's probably genuinely take time to come to fruition. And you might need to give it a few years. You don't want to hear that as a fan, but you might need to give it a few years for it all to come together. And that's the truth. And once you're there, you might be able to sustain it. Well, so and some of the stuff your owners are doing is making your club sustainable.
Exactly, and it's hard decisions at the beginning, but hopefully short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. That's it. Now, if it doesn't work out like that, I'll be the first.
We can crash it.
Exactly.
But I think also the problem, and Jason mentions, with the staffing levels. So you've got staff at Old Trafford, you've got staff at Carrington, you've got staff at the London office. He turns around and says, right, I want everybody back into the offices, because I want to see what's going on here. Because I'm looking at this wage bill going out every month, and I'm saying, how all these people, what do all these people do? And why is there multiple people on all these teams getting paid? And ambassadors, these guys all made their money as footballers, and now we're paying them 100 million a year to do what exactly? The club sells itself, Jay. Not being funny. That's not knocking the ambassador role. The club sells itself. Everywhere I go on holiday, man's is saying,
can't deny that.
It's true.
Big fella, can I have your Man United talk?
It's true. It's true.
So he's come in and said, this wage bill is not sustainable if we want to stay within the market of being a professional football club, which means I've got to do some unpleasant things, i.e. generate money. Because remember, the Glazers didn't do this. All they did, Norm, was take dividends checks every quarter. Why? Because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got the state-of-the-art facility, and we bankrolling that from Old Trafford. We are their cash cow. This is why they would not sell. The Sheikh offered them more than enough to take the whole club. They said, "Nah, what we'll do is take money from Sir Jim to get our creditors off our backs." Like Jason said, them billionaires ain't spending their own money. They needed that, and Sir Jim obliged. He literally got them out of jail, Norm, because them US banks are saying, "Brother, we need some money back because it's been years since you paid down on this loan." Now that 1.5 billion, none of that 1.5 billion went into Old Trafford. They took it back to America to what? To appease their creditors, to say, okay, hold $1 billion. We're going to keep the 0.4, and we'll trickle a few payments here and there on the other things. But the Buccaneers are going to make money. Hopefully they run long into the playoffs and make money from receipts and merchandise and all the rest of it.
They're one and
These
done.
guys are
Buccaneers
smart.
are one and done.
Yeah, but Jade, no one's talking about the Glazers anymore.
Yeah.
That was the whole idea.
They handed it over to Sir Jim, didn't they?
Yeah,
this is what a lot of the fans are upset about, D.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you're just Glazers 2.0. Right, really?
That's what they've been saying,
That was the chant at the ground. You're just another Glazer.
So like Jason said, the disabled thing, the 66 quid, it's a working class sport, guys, whether we want to admit that or not. You know what I mean? Your average 9-to-5 guy wants to take his son to the football game, and his son wants a bottle of Coke and a hot dog with that, and you've already just done 66 quid each on tickets, plus parking the car for 25 quid down the road. It's not sustainable, Norms.
One of the interesting things I saw, because you see last week, I think it was, that the 1958 group wrote a letter to the club about the rise of ticket prices, and the club sent back a reply, basically saying, "Look, the level of losses is unsustainable at the club," and they quoted the 320 odd million over 3 years that the club has lost.
Yes, 319 million, wasn't it? 319 million.
Something like that. Whereas the funny thing is, you know that football finance guy, what's his name? Kieran Maguire?
I think it's him, yeah.
He was on a football show, wasn't he?
Yeah, he wrote an article about it, and it's really interesting because what he said was it was something like 194 million pounds of those losses were interest payments.
Imagine.
So actually, the club is losing money, right? Yeah, they made some bad decisions, but the bulk of those losses is because of the Glazers.
And that's what I'm saying, because guys, they're not paying off the debt; they're only paying the interest. So the interest on that debt is nearly 200 million. You pay 200 million interest and not cleared any of the debt.
So imagine that. All those bad signings we've done, all those overpayments we've done, actually, it's still the Glazers that are the main culprit for why we are where we are.
Still have, I think it's nearly 300 million we still owe in transfers now.
That's crazy. So how is it then? So in terms of your selling your assets, obviously your assets in terms of your players. AFC said, will Garnacho end up at Chelsea or Napoli? And
hope so.
And what sort of price are we talking about, Fabrizio? What price are we talking
about? Take it, mate.
Take it away,
bro.
Take it away.
Ez is like, I don't want him.
Brother, I mean, oh man. You know, I haven't even gone on a Chelsea rant. I'm happy talking about your clubs. I'm happy. This is good. This is, mate. I watch Jackson every week. You're gonna put Garnacho in that as well. I watch Norms. Norms. I put Norms. I've even got rid of the glasses. Norms. I haven't got them anymore. I can't put them on. I watch Jackson every week. Garnacho. I've got rid of Mudryk now. He's on a ban, thank God. I'm going to put Garnacho on there now. And then his brother's going to be... I'd rather Rashford.
Wow, that's a big statement, Ez.
Wow.
I'd rather Rashford.
That's a big statement, yeah.
At least I know he can play football.
Interesting.
And he might even take the whole Sancho thing and have a point to prove sort of thing. Garnacho...
I think you're right, Ez. I think wherever he goes, Rashford, you'll watch, he'll rip it up.
Yeah,
he'll go there and he'll rip it up for the first few months. Yeah, he will. Yeah. And then he'll just go back to being the same old Rashford eventually. But he will rip it up for a period of time.
Yeah. So no thank you. Apparently we want Tell from Bayern Munich.
That's we're looking at him as well. I mean,
we are as well.
Even Spurs as well.
Yeah.
But guys, he's
Spurs. Ain't no one going to know Spurs.
But Ez,
Chili.
Why is that? Chili, why is that? What
ain't no one going to Spurs?
Why? Chili, explain yourself. Come on, talk to us.
Yeah, but why would they come to us, Chili?
What you want to know? Huh? You're just as bad. You should be in the same boat as me.
Yeah,
but why would they come to you?
Attract players, though, Chili.
Because we're losing to teams like Everton, Ipswich, Leicester, Arsenal. You know, all them little small teams.
Yeah.
Trash.
You know.
Listen, I can see that, man. Chelsea needs another one. Kofi says, Chelsea need another £1 billion.
Do you know why? Do you know why that's funny? Because as much as you say that in jest, we could. We've got that.
I know. That's the problem. They could.
We could.
We might jest, but they could.
No, you haven't.
They sorted out the infighting.
All right. Keep that energy. Remember, I said to you, Ez, keep that energy. I don't want to hear nothing about finances from you in 2 or 3 years' time.
We're debt free. And we are still in the green.
But you don't accumulate £1 billion,
mate. Even the I don't want to get into this today. The financial literacy at Chelsea is crazy. But even the players we've got all the youth academy. You lot are paying us 55 million for Mason Mount and 65 million for Kai Havertz. As long as
how do they do that?
How?
How do
as long
they?
as they
How
continue
do
Seriously, how?
Go back?
Honestly, how?
That is
50 million.
serious.
Seriously, no.
Your
How
little teeth? Is that little teeth? That's what he is.
We borrow Chalobah out for 6 months, call him back, no problem. He'll go for 40 mil now. You know what I'm saying?
How does Chalobah feel? You're making go.
He's a decent player, though.
Hold on a minute.
He's a decent player.
No, I'm saying you're making go train with the
Palace, in it.
Chelsea's disrespecting him, you know.
Yeah, but of course they disrespected him. They made him train. They made him train. They made him train with the under 21s, and then they say, right,
and then call him back.
No doubt.
Then they realized, they looked at Disassi and said he's a disaster. They looked at Badiashile. They forgot that Reece James doesn't play football anymore. Fofana doesn't play football anymore. And they said, hang on a minute, we might need him back. And then he comes in, and then he puts in a man of the match performance in his first match back. Exactly. Hang on a minute.
So listen, Disassi and João Felix, yeah. There's talk about them possibly going to Aston Villa.
João Felix shouldn't go anywhere. Disassi, thank God, please, any of you, I will beg you to take him off me. He's the worst, one of the worst footballers I've seen play for my club.
I mean, AFC said that he would delightfully take him at Arsenal. I'd probably take him.
Who?
João Felix.
Oh, João Felix. No, João Felix has to stay. Yeah. João Felix has to stay.
But there's a thing is, I think what was going to possibly happen was that obviously Joan Duran, he's looking like he could possibly
go to
Saudi. But then there was talk about maybe a possible swap deal, you know, with João Felix and Disassi.
I don't think so. Disassi can go, but João, no, I don't think so. There would have to be something very big there, like a John Duran coming to Chelsea.
Yeah. Would you be happy to take John if he was available? Would you take him?
Yeah, I watched Jackson. Did you see the City game? Did anyone see it?
Yeah, talking about City.
What striker in the world doesn't take that shot? Everyone knows what I'm talking about. I don't even need to explain it.
I can tell you one.
Who?
Joshua Zertsky. But anyway.
You don't think so?
I
know you don't like him,
bro. You don't like. I thought you like D and Big JP. You don't like. You don't really fancy him.
Me? D will tell you. I keep telling you all the time. I watch this guy and I say, sorry, Ez, I don't mean to take your segment. I watch this guy all the time and I say, I don't understand how he ended up at Man United. Do you know what it is? It's nothing against him. Man United's problem was scoring goals. So they bring a guy who don't score goals.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How does that help? How does that work? So my vexation is not even really with him.
No, because from day one he told us he was a facilitator, didn't he? From day one he said, "I'm a 9.5. I'm kind of that facilitator guy. I can hold the ball up and play you in to score, but I ain't gonna get that many goals, guys."
Yeah. And that is your problem. That is your problem, scoring goals, mate. That is shocking.
We didn't score goals last year. So we've got a £75 million prospect. As £75 million a prospect. £75 million a ready-made striker.
Yeah, it's a ready-made player.
Yeah.
But we went out and spent £75 million on a prospect.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a bad.
And Eric signed it off. He signed it off, Jay. Eric signed it off.
And then give him to say, it's not fair. He needs help. We signed Zertsky.
No, that's crazy. That's absolutely
Zertsky
crazy.
When Ivan Toney was looking for a club.
Come on,
make that make sense.
Or you go and get.
Where is Ivan Toney?
He's in
Saudi.
He's in Saudi, earning 400 grand a week.
Yeah, counting his peas, man.
Literally setting up his whole family, generational wealth.
400 a week.
He's retired his whole family, Chili.
Of course.
Fair play to him.
Yeah, for real.
I can't even knock it.
That's it.
Yeah.
But look, he played in the Premier League.
And Norman, what happened to the guy from that Liverpool wanted that you were linked with?
Zubimendi.
Martin.
Guys,
yeah.
I'm out of here, right? I've got to run. I'll speak to you.
Yeah, take care.
Jay. Take care, Jay. You talking about Zubimendi?
Yeah.
Well, we're apparently supposed to be getting him in the summer again. PR stuff, brother. PR stuff. Look, let's quickly move on because my game starts in 14 minutes. I'm just going to quickly read this statement from here, and I just want to get your thoughts quickly on the referees that seems to be taking front stage instead of football people. Okay, so let me just read this. This is a statement based on what happened after Mr. Miles Lewis Skelly gets sent off for an innocuous challenge on Doherty. Okay, it says, we are appalled by the threats and abuse directed by Michael Oliver following the Wolverhampton Wanderers v Arsenal fixture. No officials should be subject to any form of abuse, let alone the abhorrent attacks aimed at Michael and his family over the past 24 hours. The police are aware and a number of investigations have commenced. We are supporting Michael and all those affected and are determined to tackle this unacceptable behaviour. Sadly, this is not the first time a match official has been forced to deal with these threats. We will continue to support all investigations. Okay, so people, look, the situation is, let's first of all, let me just make this clear that no abuse, personal abuse should be going to anybody, threatening them out, whatever. Now, my understanding is that Michael Oliver doesn't even have social media, okay? Doesn't have social media. So that's one thing. That's interesting Now, with all of this said, we're all right to call out this red card situation because at the end of the day, I didn't think it was a red card, and lots of people, fans, ex-pundits, ex-referees, but the PGMLO thought that, they're going to stick by Michael Oliver and Darren English's thing about, giving that red card and saying, it's not a clear and obvious error. And so that's why they stuck with the on-field decision. Now, they said that it was due to excessive force and violent conduct, whatever you want to call it. It was a guy trying to stop a counter-attack, okay? It could have, some people say it's an orange card, but listen, that happens when I say anywhere on the pitch, any time that happens, 9 out of 10 times, you're not gonna get a red card, right? But Michael Oliver, he's got history. This guy has got history. Big up sentiments, man. You say, brother, he's got history. He's got history. He has got history. And as far as I'm concerned, this guy, not only should he not manage or referee any Arsenal games, he does not referee no games whatsoever. Don't referee no games whatsoever in the Premier League. Now we all now find out now that it's gone to an independent inquiry and they've overturned it. So something is seriously wrong here, guys. Because as far as they're saying, by the letter of the law, that he should have been sent off. So that's what Michael Oliver has acted on by sending him off. And how quick the VAR thing came up, it was literally 20 seconds and that was it. Now, it's gone to an independent and they've agreed that actually it was a wrongful dismissal. And now they've rescinded the red card and now he won't get the free match ban. What is going on, people? Please. Is this guy drinking or something? Michael Oliver, what? PGMLO, backing him to the hill. I know they throw this thing. They threw this thing in as a deflection tactic. Because a couple of weeks ago, I think it was the Man United Liverpool game. I read this up. That the referee was getting abused, but we didn't see that on mainstream media because this mistake was a massive mistake, and because loads of the PGMLO, Sky Sports, BBC, they're all in it together. They've got to protect each other. They've got to protect each other. It's crazy. What's your thoughts on
the whole thing's a mess, though, isn't it, Norm?
Of course, it's because we should not be talking about this.
If you're going to VAR and VAR are saying this is concrete, he's gone, or VAR because he didn't even go to the screen, did he, Norm?
No, he didn't.
This is what I'm saying. This is the whole point of VAR, that you go to the screen and rewatch it.
What to say.
Otherwise, what's the point?
But the thing is that. But hold on a second, D.
But you can't go to the screen for every decision.
No, but it's a red card, though, Chilly.
Hold on, D. Hold on, D.
But the guy's got to tell him to go there. If the guy looks at it and says, I agree.
But he didn't, D. He agreed with.
This is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. So he agreed. So there was no need to tell the ref.
This is what I'd say.
Yeah,
I'm not so much on Michael Oliver. Because when you're a ref, in the moment, you feel like you have to do something and you just do what you see. It might have looked worse in the moment, full speed.
That's it.
The way the player jumped, the player leaped, and everything, it looked worse. It is VAR's job to examine this and scrutinize it. And they had all the angles, all the different speed, real time, slowed down, excessive, and they decided just to agree. I think that's lazy. I think what should have been done is go and look for yourself, because we've seen something, and then you can make a decision on your own decision, right? Yeah, it's either you back yourself and you still think that's a red, or you look at it again in full time, different angles, and you go, well, yeah, it's naughty, but it's not the excessive force that I thought it was. So therefore, and that's lazy.
But that's what I'm saying, because when he goes to the screen, he's looking and he's talking to them to say, what are you seeing? Because in slow motion, I'm seeing this.
Yeah.
So there's a conversation being had when he's at the screen.
There's a dialogue. There's actually a dialogue, and they can both have it out.
Yeah. So this what annoys me with it. Is just say the whole thing. So then it looks like, okay, them in VAR and this ref are on the tape.
Do you know what's funny? It's only because I don't want to get Norman Show locked up, because I'll show you.
Yeah,
a couple of weeks ago against Bournemouth. Against Bournemouth, Chelsea was on their counter attack, and the Bournemouth player literally clothesline? Yes. Put his hand across Cucurella's head. The ball's not even at Cucurella's feet, so with another player. He's put his hand across him to stop Cucurella running. He's gone to look at that on the screen.
Right.
And deemed it just a yellow card.
Right. But
now, that is nothing in comparison. What Skelly did is nothing in comparison to almost like a punch to Cucurella. Nothing.
Yeah.
And
what the problem is that there's too much inconsistency when it comes to PGMLO and it comes to refereeing. Like, because we don't know nowadays what a handball is from what a handball is not. They keep changing the rules year in, year out. Nobody knows. Yeah, so you're going to have subjectives, because listen, if we have a poll and we said how many people think that was a yellow card and how many people think it's a red card, you're gonna have some people think it's a yellow card, and you're gonna have some people to think it's a red card. And because they keep changing it, because they said that obviously he went with his studs, they said he was studs up, didn't they? So what happened when what's his name Doku studied McAllister in his chest and nothing was given? What I'm saying, and I want to get away from this, Arsenal fans to a degree have themselves to blame, because they think it's about them, and because of this now the referees are gonna stop us from trying to win the league. We ain't good enough to win the league for a start, so let's just put that in there. Yeah, let's put that in there. Yeah, we think we're entitled. No, what we should be doing is going and winning the game off our own backs. Yeah, and you did. No, but listen, what I'm trying to say. No, what I'm saying.
But then that decision doesn't matter, does it? No.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's what I'm essentially trying to say. It doesn't matter. We should not be making referees decide the outcome of our games. Yeah, because they will turn and say, "Oh, Michael Owen's been in, being involved with 8 red cards sending off with Arsenal." Yeah, so we're gonna go back and assess those. Yeah, what they're trying to say is that, and it sounds conspiracy. I was listening to what's the name on Talk Sport? What's the ex Crystal Palace?
Simon
Jordan.
Simon
Jordan.
Yeah. And he was saying that it throws little things out there with regards to that Man City under Oliver they've never had a sending off. They've never been given they've never in terms of penalties or whatnot like that. They've never had penalties given against them. Yeah. So all of a sudden it brings a little bit of conspiracy. What I'm saying, that's not the case in the saying that the referees or the FA is trying to stop Arsenal from winning the league. Yeah, let's get away from that narrative. What should happen is just the same way we get international coaches over and international players over. Go and get some international referees. Yeah, because I'm saying I don't want Oliver refereeing any games, because I'm sure Liverpool have had it. I'm sure each team, Wolves. Listen, Wolves. Do you remember Wolves? Right, they had loads of decisions going against them. Loads of decisions. Yeah. They've got a right to complain. Yeah, the referees are not fit for purpose. Yeah, they're not fit for purpose, and they need to go back and do some extra training, because we ever since we've done this podcast thing, we're always talking about referees. They should not be. How many I mean, if I said to you, Ez, name me some of the referees in the French league or in the whatever, their names don't come up because we don't know about them. But the Premier League, goes out the product goes out worldwide. Everybody knows. Yeah. And what dominated that weekend was Michael Oliver Yeah. You know, as said, it's a split decision. He makes that decision. But as they said, Darren English should have looked at that and said
100%.
Yeah,
that's his colleagues have to help him out.
But then why have a go at Michael Oliver? Michael Oliver.
No, but Michael Oliver's got history though. He's got history. He's got history. In that same game, I think it was when Kovacic did a tackle on Odegaard, nearly broke his ankle, and done it again he done a second tackle on Declan Rice, and Howard Webb came out. The corrupt Howard Webb came out and said, "Oh, we don't want to send him off. We don't want to spoil the game." Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So these inconsistencies. Not only that, in that same game, Gomez nearly broke Timber's ankle. What happens? Yeah, they didn't even send him to look at it. They just said, "Here's a second yellow." That should have been a straight red because it was more excessive force than the other one. Yeah. So this is what I'm trying to say: is the inconsistency with the PGMLO, with Howard Webb, and with the referees. Yeah, and that's why there's so much frustration when it comes to that. And I'm not blaming the fact that the referees are stopping us from winning games and there's a big conspiracy against us and whatnot. I'm not running that. You'll get the top gooners saying that, but for me, no, it's not that, because we're just bringing it on ourselves and we just start looking like idiots. Everything, we need to go out and win the game without having to rely on referees to make a decision for us. And if something does go against us, it's injuries. Same with injuries and all of that. Every team, Bournemouth has the worst injury list. They're sitting what?
No, they don't.
5th or 6th? No, they have. I'm telling you now, they've got the highest.
We've got the worst.
No, okay.
They've got 9 players out.
Okay, then. All right, then. Okay, sorry about that.
And our last game, we had 13.
So is that your reason why you're where you are?
It's
part
of
the
reason,
but
then
Ange
needs
to learn to coach coaching. Yeah,
but if you look at Spurs, Spurs practically lost their spine. So I don't actually expect Spurs to compete without their spine. I don't think any of the top teams are going to compete with that whole spine injured. But then, like Norm said, Ange got to help himself and say, okay, shuffle the pack in a way that makes us solid, even if we may not be as effective without all these key players. Because 13 injuries, that's a lot of injuries. To say that you're going to compete at the level when even the teams we call the smaller teams are playing good football now. And when I say smaller team, I'm talking Bournemouth, Brighton. That they're what we call smaller teams. Fulham are giving everyone a game of football, especially at home. So yeah, and with Michael Oliver as well, Norm, he's got to start being sensible to himself to say, actually, in the moment it looked mad, but the way everyone's reacting around me, let me go to the screen. Help yourself, bro. And that force is very hard.
He can't decide.
Yeah, but he can't decide that, D. He can't decide to go to the screen. It's the VAR have to decide.
Even when he's talking to the VAR.
He can't. No, they've got to decide it. If they think it's a clear and obvious error, then they will say go to the screen.
But this is
he just basically
and that's what the problem was, because they agreed with him. He didn't get to see the screen.
He basically said, "I've
seen."
You
don't know. Maybe he would have changed his mind.
But I think he would. This is the thing, right? And this where the intercom thing, because in American sports we hear every conversation that's going on between the referees, because the refs are mic'd up, especially NFL. So you're hearing the conversations why they made that call. Now, because we can't hear them, there's nothing wrong with Michael Oliver saying, in the moment, I think it's a red, but the way the players are coming at me, make me go to the screen. Because we don't know he's saying that, Norm. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
we can't hear him.
You know what the interesting thing? Do you think people, listen, with obviously the red card now being rescinded and all of that, blah, 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 would it be interesting to know whether Howard Webb will allow the audio recording?
Exactly, no.
That ain't going to come out, people.
Probably not.
They probably won't.
And I think for the betterment of the sports, follow the Americans and let the people in the stadium and us watching hear why you've made that call.
Well, they did. Funny enough, they trialled, I think it was in a Carabao Cup. I can't remember what game it was.
Transparency, man.
Was it our Carabao Cup or FA Cup where they trialled the person to actually basically, say what the on-field decisions are? He said, the reason why I gave the foul, I can't remember what game it was. But they did trial it. But I don't know if that's something that they're going to think about doing in the future. And also the automated offside thing. Why are they delaying that?
Right, but even if we hear it as fans and we boo him, we still heard the decision.
Exactly.
But when there's a conversation happening that goes against your team, and everyone's in the stadium going, "Okay, that was a clear goal." We saw this with Ahmad at the weekend. Like the whole defender's arm is keeping Ahmad on side.
But even Lissandro, Lassa, when he did the 2-footed tackle on
Thiori.
Yeah.
Personal. That's personal. But what I'm trying to say, whether it's personal,
they both brought it to that. No, but whether it's personal or not, they did nothing about it.
That's what I'm saying. But it was blatant retaliation from the pull down. Yeah. And the referee didn't pull them together and say, "You two have got beef. I know you got beef. Do it again. And you're both getting red carded." This what I'm saying. They're not doing their jobs, no. So Lissandro gets rugby tackled by Thiori, and then he does that jump. That's not the first time he's done a tackle either.
And he got away with it last time.
Right. And he lets it slide. Yeah. And I'm like, hold on. What are we doing here? You got to pull him. This is the whole point of the referee. You pull him and you say, you two need to pack it in. Because you know what? One more incident, I don't care who instigates it, you're both off. You're both hurting your teams. So it is, just do your job, like Roy Keane says. Do your job. You're the ref. You're the player. Do your job. You're the goalkeeper. Do your job.
But as I say, guys, we could talk about this.
I know.
Till the cows come in. Yet again, this should not be the case. But it's all, bringing ref watch and all of that. It's all part of the drama, isn't it? It's all part of the drama, and everybody likes it. Is it not? Blah blah blah. Again, let's say this: VAR is not to blame. It's the people operating it. Because that's the whole point why they brought VAR in. Because loads of decisions were going against. They said, well, listen, to make it fair, we'll bring that in. Just get AI in to do it.
I'm about to say it, Rob. Give it to AI. I'm done.
Give it to AI, bro.
I'm just about to say that. Just give it to AI.
Just give it to AI. Just give it to AI.
People will say expose the game, but does it?
Just give it to AI. But give it to AI. Listen, people.
Arsenal fans will just say it's been rigged against them.
Listen, that's what they will say. But I'm not one of those. So let me just tell you that now. I'm not one of those. But listen, just quickly, D. The Premier table.
Shout out, right. So there was 3 of us that scored and scored over 70 points this week.
B's at the top, mate.
Yeah, I'm giving Simon a run for his money, but Simon's good. It's Simon Jones, brother. I think it's one of your guys, isn't it, Chili? Simon Jones?
Yeah.
Is that one of your guys? Yeah, he's good. He's giving me a good run for my money. Where I can't fit everybody on. Ez is in 11th there. Malcolm X is in 10th.
Okay.
A solid 50. So she's told me that
we're hanging in there. She's still hanging in there.
Top 10 finish. Kofi's still on honeymoon. Andy's propping him up, or Kofi's propping up Andy on 17 and 15. Where's Ez? Ez is 11th. Still good. No, Ez scored well. 68 is good. Anything above 50 is good scoring, because you know how inconsistent some of these players can be. But I mean, at least I'm doing good in one of the leagues. I know I'm doing awful in the other one, but there we go.
And the last thing I just want to share quickly it's not the fantasy, it's the prediction league table. What's going on prediction league table? And here we have it, people. As you can see, Kofi.
Yo, D.
Yeah, did you notice? You were second last week. Because I had 16. What? You didn't, because you didn't obviously get the points for the City game. So I nicked him. So we're on the same amount of points, but you got better form than me because you got that green in there, haven't you?
Kofi.
Look at Kofi, man.
Kofi running away with it.
No. We need to have a look at this. Because there's no way he's got so many correct score and no.
We need to VAR. This needs a VAR check.
It's every other week. It's well done, Coach.
Yeah, something's going on, man.
He got some formula there. This is my problem, guys. Is that I'm going with home teams, and the home teams are losing at home. So I may have to start going with the away teams. It's not working, man.
It's not working
because I'm saying Aston Villa at home. Yeah, man, 2-1. Aston Villa lose 3-1. You go, wow. I mean, so I got no idea what I'm doing this season.
What's happened?
Ornstein just now. John Duran Medical in London on Thursday. before moved to Al Nassr. 77 million euros.
I thought you were going to Arsenal.
Oh, that's what I thought he was going to say, brother.
Arsenal made a approach.
When he said in London,
on Monday, you made the approach to Watkins on Mondays. The news only just coming out today, but you made your approach on Monday.
That makes no sense, Norm.
Listen, man, we are absolute joke, bro. We are an absolute joke.
So what happened is you made your approach on Monday, but you made your bid today.
Right, okay.
It's how old is he? It's
29. 28.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah.
You mean John Duran?
Yeah, John Duran.
No, 24.
He's 20. No, he's not 24.
No, it's 21. It's 21. Sorry, what am I talking about? Yeah, sorry. 21.
What is he doing?
No, he's got people in the favelas.
Yeah, he's got people to feed, brother. He's got people to feed, man.
I hear it, man.
He's got
people to feed.
Go out there for 3 years. He's set.
Oh, that makes sense.
You're joking. He's
we need a striker. I don't get it. That's 2 strikers that are better than what we currently have that have gone there now. That don't make any sense, man. Ivan Toney and now this guy.
He's already on his medical.
People.
It sounds like it's close.
Listen, it's going to happen.
That means they're not selling Ollie Watkins,
Of course they're not going to sell him.
It's too late. It's too late.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a PR team, man. Yeah, that's what Arsenal do. Yeah,
he's going to play next to Ronaldo as well. That's how they've done it.
Is it?
CR7. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's absolutely
That's crazy. Is
absolutely
20 young kid.
Ronaldo and Mane.
Yeah, man.
Mane's out there. That's right. Yeah.
That's his colleagues. Wow, that's crazy, man.
You see Mane, right? This guy's out there building this. He's rebuilding his whole community. You know,
he was doing that for 4 days.
Yeah, I know. From
Yeah.
I watched some video on it, and I was like,
he's proper. He's proper.
Minted, really making he's really just bringing them up, man.
And that's good. That's good. When you got that kind of money, yeah. Listen, listen, you got to go and help out, brother. Yeah. You got to kind of help out, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, people. But people, please, before you leave, thanks again to everybody in the chat. Thank you to Big D. Thank you, Big Ez. Thank you for Chile, Liverpool supporter, Man City supporter, and last of all, Tottenham supporter. And big
Tottenham faithful.
JP. Big up to Kofi Slot, who was in the chat and everything.
Yeah, man, like Kofi.
He will grace us with his face eventually on the show.
Yeah, man, Kofi soon come, man.
He'll probably do it when they pick, win the league. That's what he'll do. That's what he'll do. That's what he'll do. People, before you go, please, there's 13 likes. Please get those likes up to 20. Yeah. Hit the like button, subscribe and share if you are new. As I said, on the road to 500. And then let's see where it takes us, people. Listen, I'm going to go and watch my beloved Arsenal, Tottenham, Denier, City, and LFC supporter. Yeah, this is what my man's saying. Yeah, you're getting it, brother. But listen, people, hit the like button. Subscribe.
Yeah, man. Take care, guys.
I'm off to go and watch our team and see what I want. Take care. God bless.
Take care.